Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, I am K. Chiranjeev Raj, biology teacher, Mohali branch, Punjab. In the context of online education, our Narayana group has decided that to make the children education to be more easy and to be highly knowledge, we have decided to give an online assignment solution videos. Online solution assignment solution videos. In this context, we are going to solve the online assignments which we are giving to you after the end of each class. So in this one, first today in this session we are going to start getting to know plants, getting to know the plants. In this we have some questions. That questions we are going to see. Okay. Questions and answers. The first question is what is the color of leaves? What is the color of leaves? Okay. So the answer is very familiar to we people. The answer is very familiar, and we all know the answer. Yes. Whenever we see the plants, when we go out or when we observe the plants, they used to be appearing in green color. The leaves used to be appearing green in color. Okay. Why it is green color? What is the reason behind getting a green color to the leaf? It is because of presence of a green color pigment called chlorophyll. It is because of presence of green color pigment called chlorophyll. Because of presence of chlorophyll only, the leaves used to be appear in a green color. Okay. Now you can able to see this one. This is the leaf where it used to appear in a green color. So this green color is because of the presence of a green color pigment called chlorophyll. It is because of presence of green color pigment chlorophyll. I hope everyone is clear with the first question, and then we go to the next question. So what is the next question? What is herb? The next question is what is herb? Okay. So generally, whenever you see the plants, some plants used to be small, some plants used to be somewhat high, some plants used to be very big. Okay. These height and the structure of plants will be differ from each plant to each plant. Every plant used to be differ with their height and their stem hardness, and based on these categories, based on their height and based on their stem hardness, based on their height and stem hardness. Okay. We have categorized the plants into three different groups. The first one is herbs, and the second one is shrubs, and the third one is trees. Okay. These are the three categories of plants. Based on their stem hardness and height, we have divided. Okay. So in herbs, the plant used to be very small. In herbs, the plant used to be very small, and the stem used to be very soft. Whereas in shrubs, the plant used to have some branches. Okay. Can you able to see here? It used to have some branches, and it will be somewhat more taller than herbs. Okay, that's called shrubs. And the trees, you all know, mango tree, all those things, which are very bigger in size when compared to the remaining things. Okay. Then the definition is the plants with, what is the herb means? The plants with green, slender, plants with green, slender stems, plants with green, slender stems are called herbs. Example for herbs is, best example you can say grasses. Grasses are the best example for herbs. Okay, you can able to see here, this is the grass. So their height will be very small when compared to the shrubs and trees. Their height used to be very small, and as well as they used to have a soft stem. They used to have very soft stem. That's why we people used to call these things as the herbs. Okay. I hope everyone clear with this, and we go with the next question. Okay. What is the next question? The stem of the plant is hard but not very thick. What is the question? The stem of the plant is hard but not very thick, Such plants are called dash. Such plants are called dash. Okay. So as we have discussed in the last question, that the plants are categorized into three types. The first one, very small one, we used to call as herbs. In the shrubs, in the second one, where the stem used to be somewhat hard. The stem used to be somewhat hard, and it used to have very thin when compared to the trees. The stem will be very thin, but it will be hard. These kind of plants we used to call as shrubs. These kind of plants we used to call as shrubs. Okay. I hope you clear with this. This is the third question. And next question is define trees. The fourth question is define trees. So we all know what are trees. Yes, the big plants. That means that we have categorized in that small, medium, and the bigger one which used to have a tall, which is very tall and have hard, thick stem. The plants. What is the definition of trees? The trees, plants which have tall, the plants which have hard stem and tall in height. Hard stem and tall in height. Are called are called trees. Are called trees. Generally, the trees used to be have very tall branches. That means tall height stem used to be there, and they used to be having hard nature. If you find the mango tree, if you see the mango tree, no, how it used to be there? It will be very thick, very big, and it will be very hard. And even it used to have many branches also. It used to have many branches on the above the ground level. The stem used to be have many branches. That branches will be giving rise to many other small branches, and it used to be a big bulk tree. If you for example, you can take mango tree. Mango is very big, no? Even neem tree and tamarindus tree, this and all comes under trees. Okay, so what is trees? Plants which have hard stem and tall in height are called trees, and they used to have a branches. This one we used to call as trees. Okay. And we will see the next question, fifth question. What is the fifth question? So here, plants with weak stems. What is the question? Plants with weak stems. Plants with weak stems that cannot stand upright. That cannot stand. That cannot stand upright. That cannot stand upright, but spread on the ground. But spread on the ground. But spread on the ground. But spread on the ground are called dash. Are called dash. So here in this one we can see that some plants used to be there where the stem is very weak. The stem used to be very weak. It can't able to stand like a mango tree, like a banana tree. The stem can't able to stand straightly on the soil surface, ground level. So in this type of plants, what it will happen is, if you is the ground surface, if you take this the ground surface, so what they will do? They used to creep on the soil surface. They used to creep on the ground. This is the ground. Okay. So if you take some plants like pumpkin, watermelon, in that kind of plants, you can able to see that the stem is very weak, and the stem used to be very weak, and it used to be creeping on the ground. Okay. These kind of plants we used to call these kind of plants where the stem is very weak and placed on the spreading on the ground surface, we used to call it as a creepers. What we used to call creepers. Okay, that kind of plants we used to call as creepers. Okay, so you can able to see this is the stem which is just creeping on the soil surface. Why? Because the stem is very weak. Okay, so clear with this. And the next question is, okay, and the next question is sixth one. What is the sixth question? The plants that take support and climb up are called. The plants that take support and climb are called dash. The plants that take support and climb up are called dash. So here in the last question we have seen the stems are very weak. They are creeping on the soil surface. That means they are unable to stand straightly. That's why they used to fall on the soil surface and they will grow. The plants we are calling as creepers. Yes, no? In this question, the plants that take support and climb up are called dash. So some plants used to be there. Their stem also very weak, but they have the capability to climb. If you give any support to them, no, the plants used to be coiled to that and it will be climb. Okay, you can say money plant, yes, grape plant, grapes, money plant. This and all comes under that kind of plant. Here we will see the diagram how it is to climb. This is the support. This is the support. For this support, okay, the plant used to be coiled. For this support, the plant used to be coiled like this. Okay. Here you can see. So they used to coil. They used to coil to the any support. If you give any support to them, they will be coiling to the support and they will be standing straight. They will be standing straight and they will take support up. These type of plants we used to call as, answer is climbers. We used to call them as a climbers. Okay, we used to call these kind of plants as a climbers. I hope you are clear with this question. Okay. And the next one is, and the next question is, write names of any two herbs. Seventh question is, write names of any two herbs. Any two herbs. So generally we have already discussed that herbs are the small plants, no? Okay. That time we have said some examples only. The answer is tomato. Tomato plant we can consider as a herb. Cabbage. Tomato. Cabbage. And we used to have other examples like radish, ginger. Radish. Ginger. Radish, ginger. This and all are the examples of herbs. These are the examples of herbs. And the next question is, what is the next question? Write any two names of shrubs. Write any two names of shrubs. Okay. Eighth one is, write any two names of shrubs. So now we have seen herbs. What are two names of shrubs? Answer is, example for shrubs are, we can take rose plant, orange plant, rose, orange, henna, neem, sorry, not neem, it won't come under jasmine are the examples for shrubs. There used to be a medium height. When you see the rose plant, no, it won't be that much taller like a mango tree, or it won't be that much small like a tomato. It will be a medium height. That's why we used to call rose, orange, henna or jasmine plants as a shrubs. Okay. And the next question is, we have here. Okay, the next question. Ninth, write any two names of trees. Write any two names of trees. So you all know we used to see many big trees near to your houses. There are many trees are there. In that we will write two or three examples. We will take mango. Mango is a tree. Neem, banyan tree, and it's in. Okay. These three are the example for trees. Okay. We have concluded this one. And the next question is name the parts of the plant. 10th one. Name the parts of the plant. In your assignment, they have given a structure of plant. So, and they have given you need to label it. Structure of plant is a you need to label it. I'll make it. Okay. So these are the leaves. This one is the stem. You all know stem is having branches. Here two more branch. Okay. And down part we all know. We need to find roots. Yes, no? Roots used to be there in the soil surface. This is the plant. Okay. Where we will be finding a flower. Okay. This is the flower. Okay. This is the flower we can find here, and here fruit. Here you can able to see the fruit. Yes, no? Okay. The parts which you need to label is, the first one is flower. Flower you need to label it. And the second one is, I am writing here maximum all the parts, leaf, and this one is fruit, and this part is stem, and the last part is root. Okay. So there is the flower and the leaf and the fruit, stem and the root. These are the parts which you need to label in it. Okay. Which was given in the worksheet. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear with the topic, concept, with all the answers. Thank you.